If you're in dropshipping right now, you've probably been sold the same dream. Just find that one winning product and everything will click. But here is the truth no one is telling you. It's actually not the product that will make you rich. It's the person that you become that will bring those riches to you. So how do you actually blow up your dropshipping business? It's not luck. It's not finding some secret product that nobody else has. It's building the kind of mindset, habits, and daily actions that lead to personal growth and the kind of income that can change your life forever. That's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be walking you through 7 powerful shifts, part mindset, part daily habits that will blow up your dropshipping business in the next 90 days. Not years, not someday, just 3 months. If we haven't met before, my name is Rush. I went from producing #1 Billboard records to building Sell the Trend, one of the largest dropshipping platforms around. But it all started with a single sale, then a few more, and then I built a system that sellers can use and get results. That system became the app and the engine behind Sell the Trend. But this video isn't about me. It's not even about Sell the Trend. It's about you and what you are going to do next. Because people will overestimate what they can do in 1 day, but completely underestimate what they can accomplish in 90 days. So let's change that in this video. Let's start with one of the most important habits that you should develop. Mental shift number 1 is crafting your vision with laser precision. Now, you would agree that you can't hit a target if you can't see it. It's the exact same thing with your goals. If you can't clearly define what they are, you're never going to be able to actually hit them. That's why I want you to create what I call your 6-figure snapshot. Tonight, write down exactly what success looks like for you. Don't just say, I want to be successful. Say something like, I want to build a store in the pet niche. I want to scale that store to $250 per day in profit. I want to have $50,000 sitting in my bank account. I want to put a down payment on a house. Whatever your idea of what success is, write it down. Don't just think it or say it, write it down. And then I want you to check it every day for the next 90 days. The more detailed it is, the better. And make sure that whatever you write down gets you super hyped. Like, I can't wait to make this a reality kind of energy. So why do we do this? I mean, it sounds like a complete waste of time. Think of it this way. Let's say your 6-figure snapshot is, I want to hit 10K months so I can finally pay off my debt and move into my own place. Now, when your ads tank or your latest winning product flops, you're not freaking out. You're going to stay focused because you're not chasing success, whatever that means. You're chasing something specific, like freedom, stability, or a better life. Those specific details you write down, they're going to become your anchor. When things get hard, and they will, you'll remember why you started and what you're actually working for. And that's what's going to keep you in the game when you feel like quitting is actually the easier and better option. But clarity and focus alone are not going to carry you across the finish line unless you master this next mental shift. I call it developing the CEO mindset, because real growth starts when you stop complaining and start owning everything. Look, things are gonna go wrong. Facebook bans, supplier delays, chargebacks, crappy ad results. That is never the problem. The problem is, how long are you gonna let those things slow you down? Let me give you a personal example. Recently, the US hit imports from China with massive tariffs. Now, it would have been easy for me to stress and say, this is bad. We have a lot of customers that depend on US shipping. How is this going to affect our business? But I didn't do that. Instead, I immediately saw it as an opportunity. So we doubled down on our US shipping options. We lined up a lot more local suppliers. We updated our product pages to show all the US local suppliers that we had in the system, and even created videos to showcase our existing and new US delivery options. We didn't just adapt, we used this as an opportunity to level up the business. That is the mindset that I am talking about. You don't complain, you just keep moving. I've made it a habit that whenever something goes wrong, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? I always ask, why is this happening for me? That one shift in perspective can turn almost any setback into a potential opportunity. Because every time you complain about something that is happening to you, you will lose momentum. You're not fixing anything by complaining. You're literally just wasting time. And if you waste enough time, you start thinking about quitting. That's actually how most dropshippers lose, not from failure, but from frustration. The CEO mindset is simple. No whining, no waiting, just action. If your ad account gets disabled, you get a new one. If your product flops, you test the next one. You don't need perfect conditions. They actually do not exist. You just need an unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you're going to be able to figure it out. This is business. And in business, nobody pays you to complain. They pay you to figure it out. And that's how you win in this game. Now, let's talk about the most overlooked key in your business, your inputs. Who you hang with, what you consume, every piece of it programs your mindset. It's what I call input engineering. I like to say that you are the average of your 5 browser tabs. If you're spending hours scrolling meme pages and lurking Reddit threads, that's the life that you're building, like it or not. But if you are watching this video, I'm betting that you want more from your life. I'll give you an example. I used to be obsessed with UFC. I would work out while listening to fight podcasts and breakdown videos. It was fun, but looking back at it, it wasn't really the best use of my time, especially since I did this daily. So I made a switch. I started listening to audiobooks on business, growth, and mindset instead, which I already was doing, but not really at that daily pace. That one shift rewired everything. Feeding my brain with consistent, constructive content made me sharper, more productive, and honestly, it changed who I was completely. And it's not just content. Same goes for the people around you. Friends, business partners, anybody in your daily orbit. Think of the circle like a Wi-Fi signal. You're either connected to people who boost your signal or suck you into a dead zone with 0 bars. So build a power circle. People who talk ideas, strategy, and how to actually get results. And you don't need to overthink it. You don't need a massive group. Even one focused friend who is building alongside of you is enough to keep you motivated when you feel like slacking off. When you surround yourself with like-minded people, you raise your default state. At the end of the day, people either fuel you or drain you. So you need to be ruthless, absolutely ruthless with who gets access to your energy. But there is nothing quite as powerful as this next daily habit. Keeping a master plan journal. This changed everything for me. Keep a journal and get in the habit of writing stuff down inside of it. Track your ad spend, screenshot your winning creatives, note what worked and what didn't. So why would we want to do that? Well, because success is found in the patterns. If you don't track it, you don't learn. And if you don't learn, you don't grow. And you don't need some fancy leather journal. Just open the Notes app on your phone. This is the powerful process where we start building something repeatable. Think of your master plan journal like your personal dropshipping GPS. If you're not writing things down, you're basically driving blind all the time, hoping to hit results by accident. So what should go into this journal? Ad results, top performing creatives, a great idea from somebody else's store, an ad that made you stop scrolling. Don't think of this as busy work. This is where ideas and inspiration are gonna come when you need them the most. It's also your personal vault. When you hit your first 1K day, document what led to it. This is gonna become your template, your repeatable success process. Now, let's move on to the next mental shift. This one upgrades you to match the business you're trying to build. Let me introduce you to the investor mindset. And no, I am not talking about stocks. I'm talking about investing in you. Because the reality is the best ROI you'll ever get is the return that you will get from investing in yourself. See, most people will drop $100 on dinner, but flinch at spending $47 on a Facebook ads course. Your brain is your most underused moneymaker. Every tool, every course, every product test, you can't think of it as cost. It's capital. That's the investor mindset. Ask yourself this: what is the one thing you've been putting off learning? Maybe it's TikTok ads. Maybe it's editing product videos. Now flip that script completely around. What would it be worth if you mastered that one skill? That's the investor mindset. You're not just spending money, you're investing into things that help you grow and get better. And don't just stop at money either. Make sure that you are investing your time wisely as well. Cut down 30 minutes from Netflix and spend that time looking at a successful store in your niche or inside of a course. I've left a free dropshipping course in the description you can check out after this video. I really think you'll be shocked with what one focus hour a day can build over the next 90 days. Most people will spend their time chasing success when the truth is success shows up when you level up. Now, there is no magic bullet to any of this stuff, but if there was, it would be this next mental shift. I call it mastering the tiny wins theory. See, you don't need a viral ad on day one. You need to improve just 1% every single day, whether it's a better ad copy, a cleaner landing page, or a faster response to customers. If you stack small wins over the next 90 days straight, your store will blow up. Here's what most people miss. Big wins don't show up as big wins at the beginning. They will show up as maybe slightly better add to cart rate or a new ad that gets a few more clicks. That's why the tiny wins theory matters. It's all about momentum. You don't need to blow up today. You need to stack just one more small win than what you had the day before. If you improve 1% daily, you're not going to be 90% better in 3 months. You're going to be unrecognizable. Now, if your goals don't feel a little scary, you're not aiming high enough. That's why the next mental shift is setting goals that stretch you just enough to scare you. If the goal makes you nervous, that's how you know it's big enough to matter. But don't just stop there. Turn that big goal into daily moves you can't skip. Make those actions non-negotiables. We do not negotiate with our goals. You want to make $10,000 per month? Cool. How many products do you need to test every single week? How many ads are you going to launch? This isn't about wishing big. It's about constant daily action. Here's where most people mess up. They either set goals that are too small to get excited about or too big to actually believe they can achieve them. If your goal is to make, let's say, $100 this month, ask yourself this: does this really fire me up? Is that the kind of goal that's gonna get me out of bed, ready to launch that next ad? You need something in the middle, big enough to push you, but really enough to chase. And here is the secret. Big goals don't need to be big, dramatic moves. They need to be small, clear steps you can take every day, step by step. Make your goals easy to see as well. Write them down in your master plan journal. Put them where you'll be able to see them, on your wall, your mirror, your lock screen. Let them stay in front of you so your brain is saturated by them. Then shape your daily routine around them. Every task, every decision should move you one step closer to that goal. Because here is the truth. Success is never built in a day, but it is built daily. Listen, 3 months are gonna pass whether you take action or not. And when you look back 90 days from now, you're either gonna be grateful that you went for it or wishing that you had. This is your story, and only you can choose how it plays out. So choose to build your business. Choose to bet on yourself. Choose to make the next 3 months a turning point you will always remember. And if you're serious about making that happen, I put together a free dropshipping course that walks you through how to build your store step by step. A bunch of our students have used it. One even started hitting 6K weeks and got featured in a PayPal blog article about his success. It's totally free, no strings. Link will be in the description if you want to check it out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be releasing more content to help you level up your business and your mindset. If this video has lit a fire under you, check out this video next, where I reveal hard-earned lessons from the over 100,000 dropshippers that have had the privilege of help grow. I hope you look at this video not as just some interesting content that you watched, but as your real day one of this 90-day journey. And that's all I have for you today. Until next time, power to you and the people.